Hi bunnies, welcome back. It's me, Jenny. How is everyone doing today? Hi. So I'm coming with you guys with another journal video. I hope you guys like these journal videos that I'm bringing to you guys. I hope you don't get tired of them. So I am starting a new journal that I am working with right now. I had this journal, or I guess journal, yeah, I guess you would say journal, little book for a while. I bought this at Michael's I think I would say probably like last year, and maybe even 2 years ago, and I never really used it. I did use the inside inserts that came in with it on another journal, but I never used the actual like album. So I thought that it would be a great idea to make an album out of this, and I said, why not? So I'm doing this a little bit different, okay? I'm trying something different with this album. I am going to be using for the inserts all craft paper. Now, if you guys have seen my last video that I posted for you guys on my scrapbook paper solution that I have in my craft room, you would probably see that I had a lot of paper, and I came across a stack of 2 of these craft papers that I bought at Michael's I would say probably a year ago, and I never used it. So I figured, let me make this into a really vintagey looking junk journal, and I want to use these papers because I need to get rid of them. I need to use them. So why not turn them into a junk journaling journal? So that's what we're going to do today. So I already did the first page because I wanted to see how it looked, and I love it. Love it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you guys how to make these really simple, easy inserts for your junk journaling. Now, I want this journal to be sort of like a vintage junk journal, but I'm looking to keep things in here that are not so dimensional. I am almost done with this journal that I am working with. This is my vintage junk journal that I started working with. I'm almost done with it. I have a few more pages to finish, and then I'm going to show you guys a flip through of how it looks. But as you can see, this journal is super thick, super big, which I like. I don't mind my journals to be so big, but I want to keep this journal a little bit more in a smaller piece. So I want to use a lot of like flat embellishments so that it doesn't become so thick, and that I can make a lot of use out of it and put a lot of stuff in it. So that is my intentions. We'll see how that turns out. So let me show you how I did this very simple and easy insert for my journal. I'm using, like I said to you before, I'm using craft paper. Now, this has their own inserts, and what I did was I used one for myself to use as a sample, right? Because I don't like measuring anything, and who has time for that anyway? So what I did is, first of all, I am going to cut out all these little strips of paper that this craft paper comes with, because I don't like how that looks. So I'm just going to tear these out, and I'm not going to throw these away because you can use these for, you know, embellishments and whatnot. So I'm going to do a few of these, actually probably all of them. Okay. No, I'm not going to do all of them because it's going to take too long. I'm probably going to do 5, okay? And then I'll do the rest off camera, because we'll be here forever trying to figure this out. Let's see, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, one more. Okay, so I'm gonna do these off camera. If you guys want to see a finished look on how the journal is going to look, let me know at the bottom of this video and I'll do that for you before I start working in the journal. Maybe I'll do that for you guys, okay? Because I'm only gonna show you how I'm creating my inserts, but once I'm done and finished with the journal, maybe I'll just do like a flip through of how it looked without it being worked on in the inside. I think that might be a good idea. Let me know if you guys are okay with that, okay? Okay, so what I did was I ripped off these little parts of the paper. Obviously it doesn't look that great. And so what I'm gonna do is, this is the insert that comes in with the journal. I'm basically just going to measure, and it's absolutely perfect because I don't have to cut anything. It measures, as you can see here, it measures perfectly well. Exactly how it should. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to basically make my little holes on the side, okay, just to guide myself. This is the easiest insert you can ever make in your life. Okay, just like that. Okay, and now I'm going to use this one to do the rest of my inserts, or the rest of my craft paper. Okay, very simple and very easy, as you can see here. Okay, another one to go. We got 4 of these to go. So basically just make your holes. This is a great way to get rid of all your papers that you have extra laying around at home. Before you go in and open up like a paper pad or something, go and see what you have extras laying around, and you'll be surprised on what you can find. You'll be super surprised. Okay, I got one more to go. And what I'm doing with you guys here on camera is exactly what I'm going to be doing off camera to complete my journal. Okay? All right, so now that we have all our holes pre-made already, that's perfect. We don't have to worry about that anymore, and everything lines up perfectly well. Everything looks great. I love that. So let's put this on the side. I'm going to take out all my inserts that's in here because I'm not going to use any of them. They're really pretty. I might use some actually. Not all, but I might use some. Like for example, there's this one in here that I think I want to use. Like this one, I'm definitely gonna use. And I think that's it. Yep, that's it. Everything else I'll probably just use as scrap paper or something like that. But yeah, and maybe this is not so bad either. Okay, yeah, I don't think I'm gonna use anything else. I'll just save this for like scrap paper or whatever. Okay, so this is what I'm gonna do. So what I did is, to make my life much more easier, obviously, you guys know me, I took the paper that comes with the insert. Here, put it like this. I put it in here. Okay, let's put them all in here. You can see they all fit perfectly well, right? Obviously, they're a little longer, but that's something that we're going to fix right now. So I took my insert, and on my first page, I just basically folded over the insert, okay? Just like that. Okay? Now, just like that. I'm going to take the other one and I'm going to do the same. Now, obviously, you can make it easier for yourself, which is measure, right? But you guys know me. I don't like measuring. Okay. Do the same thing for the rest of the paper. Okay. And I'm gonna do that for the rest of the paper. I keep taking one paper out. Just like that. That's just a really quick, easy way to keep your pages all the same sizes. Although I don't mind if one or two are a little bit bigger than the other. That just gives it a little bit of more character, you know, and it shows that not every single page is the same. So I don't mind that my pages are different sizes, but if you do care about it being the same size, then I would obviously tell you to measure them correctly, right? Okay, so now what I'm going to do is, now that I have all my pages, as you can see here, all folded, right? They're all folded. Now, what I'm going to do is, you have two options. You can keep this like this if you want, and you can add them as an inserts, and you can actually add these as pockets if you want. You can keep them the way they are, and you can absolutely journal or do something on this page. So what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna probably do about 5 to 8 pages like this, and I'm just gonna keep the flap like that, so that if I need to do some journaling, I can journal on this side, or I can journal on this side. That's what I'm planning to do with the rest of the paper that I have here on the side. For the ones that we have in front of us, what I want to do is something very kind of like messy looking, but I'm okay with that. I am going to physically rip these pages from here, just like that, okay? And I want to get that like messy look, okay? Because I want this journal to be based on vintage things that I want to scrapbook, or I want to journal in, or junk journal. And I like that messy look to my paper. It gives it a lot of character, and it gives it a lot of like, kind of like an old look, you know? And I'm looking for that, so I'm good with that. Now for the others, for the rest of the pages, and for the little parts that we're ripping off, okay, like this one, don't throw them out, because you can use those as little envelopes, or as like maybe tags, or you can make them as pockets or whatever. You can use these for whatever you want, so don't throw these out. Okay, so now that I have my inserts here, that is exactly how I want my inserts to look. I love it. I love that if you have something like, for example, like this one, that I have it a little bit, I don't know if you can see there, but it's a little bit sticking out. Don't worry about that. Just take your scissors and very lightly just, you know, trim it down so it can look cohesive. And that's it. Like for this one, for example, you see how that kind of like looks all messy there? Just trim it down. And there you have it. And then this one, I'll do the same. Sometimes when you rip them, then you're not gonna get that perfect look, but that's okay. And then you're going to add these to your journal, and you see how fabulous that looks already? Beautiful, I love it. So that's what I'm going to do for the rest of my craft paper here. I don't know, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I got 9 pages in here, so I can definitely fit 9 pages in here. So that's what I'm planning to do for the rest of the pages. And then what I'm also planning to do, which is what I did with this one, is I'm going to, after I have them all cut, I will stress the edges using just some regular brown ink with a sponge. Okay, and what I'm gonna do is, after I have all my pages in here, I'll just go around the edges and just stress the edges a little bit. Just giving it that nice little vintage look to my page. As you can see there. And that really will come together when all these pages are in here. You'll definitely have a nice little vintage look to it. You see that, how pretty that looks already? Really pretty, right? So that's what I'm gonna do, guys. That's what I'm gonna probably be doing for the rest of the night. I'm gonna try to finish this journal. I'm gonna try to put it together and put as many pages in here as I can. And what I will do is, if you guys want to see a finished look on my journal, I will do that for you guys. I want to put some pockets in here. I want to add some envelopes. I want to pre-plan or do as much as I can, so that when I'm ready to journal in, I don't have to worry too much about, you know, adding different elements. I already have the base going for myself. And that really helps a lot with time consuming. You know, you want to save some time, you want to consume some time, that's perfect to do. And just basically gives yourself more of timing to journal in, instead of like putting your pages together, because you already have that done. Okay? And that's basically it, honeys. That's all I wanted to show you guys. I hope you guys found this a little bit helpful. Just go to your scrap room, see what kind of journals you have that you probably never even worked on. If you have a lot of papers, do the same thing that I did with this, so that you can save yourself some time in measuring anything. It's easy to just use a sample of, like most of these journals have their own little inserts, so just use them as templates, and then you can save yourself some time, and then you'll have like a really nice project to work for. All right, honeys, I still have more things to do. I want to add some pages, obviously, in this journal. I have here some that I put aside. I'm probably going to be adding some of these pages in here. I will show you guys in the next video how it turned out, if you're okay with that. And then I also have some of these baby shower invitations. I have like a whole bunch of these cards. I don't know where I got these cards from, but I have a whole bunch. Maybe, oh, that's probably where. Yeah, Home Goods. I must have bought them a few years ago. And although I can't obviously use the baby shower part, what I'm planning to do is I'm planning to use this part. Now, if you look really closely, you have, this is really in this frame here is embossed. So if you turn it around, you can see still the emboss going on the opposite side. So I'm planning to add these to my journal book also, and that's gonna also give it a really pretty nice vintage look to some of my pages. That's just another way for me to use up these things that I have that I don't use. And I'm gonna also use the envelopes that come with it as well. So I'm just little tips here and there on how you guys can use and recycle and repurpose things that you have at home that you probably don't even think that you can actually repurpose and make something out of it, okay? All right, my loves, I hope you found this helpful, and I hope you guys got some great information from this video. If you guys want to see the finished look to it before I journal in my journal, let me know. Thumbs up. Let me know at the bottom of this video. Have any questions, let me know. Thank you so much for stopping by, honeys. Thank you so much for returning to my channel. Thank you so much for your support. Love you so much. Love you dearly. Please be safe out there, and I will see you on my next video, okay? Bye, loves. Have a fantastic weekend, my honeys. Bye.